Every superhero needs their gummy bear juice. I think I just found mine. So good.
A microphone, a red carpet, a little obsession, and Lalla Hirayama. It's time to get closer to the stars with M-NetMovies and LallaLand.
Okay, you guys, it is another day in London, and I have been researching non-stop for the movie Logan. It's a slightly overcast day, but that's okay because, well, I think I need to have a little fun and go explore the town. I decided, let's head off to Carnaby Street because I know there's really good food, really good coffee. Subtle. Coffee.
Logan, what did you do?
What were your objectives for this movie?
Yes, it's a badass action film, but at the core of it, it's about a man confronted with family, taking care of, Charles Xavier, who in this film is like a dying father.
Let's talk about that. We're looking at 3 generations of mutants at 3 different stages in their lives. Do you think that people are going to see this movie and perhaps, I don't know, see mutants as more human?
Well, I think that's been the goal in every film, X-Men film, one way or another, was to explore cultural issues, issues of bias and bigotry, of the way we treat people who are different, through the prism of mutancy.
Mutants. They're gone now.
So I think that in our case, we shifted into a different metaphor, if you will.
Yeah.
Refugees, immigrants, crossing borders,
yes.
People without a home.
This character is super complicated,
Yeah.
very complex, a lot of pain. You've been playing this character for almost 2 decades now, so there must be some kind of ritual that you do to get into this character. I mean, what is the one thing that you consistently do to become Logan?
Truth? You want the truth?
Yeah.
I take a cold shower.
Shut up.
You know how that pisses you off in the morning?
Is that it?
Yeah.
You get a cold shower and get pissed off.
It happened by accident during the first movie. First movie. I was in Toronto. So when you take a cold shower in Toronto, middle of winter, you're like, you can't believe that water's running. It's that cold, And my wife was sleeping, so I couldn't say anything. But I was shower, getting all that hairspray out of my hair from the day before, and it was freezing. And I was like, I've got to actually get this hairsprayer. And I was like, that's what he feels like all the time.
Wow.
His life is basically pissed off like you're in the coldest of showers all the time.
We got ourselves an X-Men fan. Maybe a quarter of it happened, and not like this.
Did you face any challenges trying to keep some of the fans happy, or did you just kind of...
Well, I don't think there's necessarily a correlation between... This isn't adapted from one comic book. I mean, X-23, Laura's character, comes from a series of comic books. We took some look ideas and some setting ideas from a series called Old Man Logan, but we didn't take the story from Old Man Logan. And the idea of Charles with a degenerative brain disease living in a tank, that's just mine. I just came up with that. The whole idea of them in this kind of world where mutancy had kind of ended. Certainly the idea of Logan as an Uber driver is all completely my own creation. I'm very satisfied with this movie. I think that this is one of those movies where I don't care what the box office is.
There was a lot at stake, the idea that this is my last shot. I've been in deep down, and the fans will know this, because they tell me every day, we haven't fully seen the Wolverine yet, that we know it's there, so hopefully they think this is it.
Next time on LallaLand.
I'm actually curious to know, who's inspired Hugh Jackman to a point where you look at them and go, yeah, that's my superhero?
Visit M-Net.tv and see what else Lalla has been up to, and a whole lot more to keep you a little obsessed.